name is Jackie Lawrence at jackiestampingdreams.co.uk, and I am an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator in the UK. Welcome to my YouTube channel if this is the first time of visiting, and if you've visited me before, then welcome back. Today I'm going to showcase a new stamp set that will be coming up in the January to June 2021 mini catalogue. Anyway, let me put you down onto the desk and I can show you exactly what we're going to be making. Okay, so this is the stamp set that I'm going to be using today. It's called Enjoy the Moment, and it's full of different seed heads, and it's got some lovely sentiments in here as well, perfect for all occasions. Now I must admit, this isn't my normal type of stamp set, and when I received it in my convention bag for on stage a couple of days ago, I was rather scared of it, and I thought, I'm not going to like this stamp set, it's not me at all. But anyway, I have come up with a card that I'm quite happy with, and hopefully I can give you some inspiration with this set. And I think coming out of my comfort zone, I actually might start to enjoy the moment with this set. Let me just show you the card that we're going to be making and the products that I'll be using. So this is the card, and as you can see, I've got sponging around the edges on the Whisper White, and I've also done some delicate stamping round on the Sahara Sand layer, and then I've used the different images, and I've die cut Whisper White panels out with the rectangle layering dies, and then I've just finished it off with a bow of linen thread. So first of all, we've got a base card, and that's just been scored in half and folded. Then we have crumb cake, and this layer measures 14.4 by 10 centimeters, and for our North American crafters that is 4 by 5¼ inches. Then I've got another layer of Merry Mallow, and that is 13.7 by 9.3 centimeters. And again for the US, that's 3 5/8 by 4 7/8. Then I have another Whisper White layer, which is the same measurement. So again, that is 13.7 by 9.3 centimeters, and then that's 3 by 5/8 and by 4 7/8. And that's going to be the inside of our card. Then using some layering rectangle dies, I've used 3 different sizes, okay, and I've cut those out in Whisper White. Right, so let's get started and make this card. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to stamp on the crumb cake layer. I'm just going to get a bit of scrap of paper to put underneath, as I am going to be stamping off, and I'm using the crumb cake ink, and this is what I love about Stampin' Up, the fact that their inks and their cards and their papers and the embellishments all match. Then I'm going to be using this little seed stamp there, and I'm just going to stamp around the card, doing quick taps, stamping off when I don't want to have a dark image, and then you can have some images that are dark, okay, and then you're just going all the way around. I'm now going to speed the camera up until I've finished. Okay. So next I'm going to bring over the Whisper White die cuts, and I've got 2 of the smaller rectangles and then 1 each of the thinner one and a slightly larger one. Okay, and then using the Merry Mellow ink pad, I'm then going to do some stamping. So first of all, I'm going to use the poppy seed head, and I'm just lightly tapping the ink, and then I'm just going to stamp this down. Okay. Next, I'm going to stamp Friendship is Found in Simple Things. So I thought this would make a good card for a friend. And then that just gets stamped like so. And I'm going to do it slightly different from the card. As you can see on here, I've got the lotus seed head, and I'm afraid I don't know what this is called, but I'm going to use something slightly different. I'm still going to use the lotus seed because I quite like that stamp on there. So that's just going on one of the small rectangles. And then I'm going to use horse chestnut stamp on the thinner stamp. So you just stamp in and turn in your stamp just to get a nice image. Okay. Then taking a stamping dauber or a sponge, I'm now going to use the crumb cake, and I'm going to sponge round the edges of my cut pieces. Again, I'm going to speed the film up whilst I do this. And there's our images sponged up. I just think it just gives a bit of an oldie worldy texture to it. Okay, so then we can start layering our card up. So first of all, with the crumb cake, I'm going to use multi-purpose glue. And you just don't need a lot of it. It's just a thin layer and a little bit in the middle. And then that goes onto your base card. Next is the Merry Mellow card. And again, that gets glued on with the liquid glue. Just leaving a slight border, and you can see that stamping around the edge there. Next, I'm going to use Stampin' Dimensionals to apply my my layers. So I'm just using my tweezers just to pop these on. Okay, and then that can be put on like so. the next one. Okay, so on the card, I did these at different heights, but it's up to you whether you want to keep these lined up, if that makes sense. And then that one can just sit slightly lower. Okay, so I'm just moving this one slightly higher because it didn't give me much room for the bottom image. Like so. So using some linen thread, I've tied a bow, and then I'm going to attach that to the card using a mini glue dot. And that can go like that, and then you can just adjust the bow. I mean, obviously you could take more care than what I have, so that you're not wasting any of the thread. Okay, so that's the front of the card completed. So we're just going to do a bit of stamping on the inside. So this is the insert, so this is the Whisper White again. I think I'm going to use a different stamp again. If we go back to our original card, I've used, I think they're sycamore seeds. They look like helicopters when you throw them up in the air. And I'm going to use this seed pod here again. I really don't know what the names of these are. I should look them up. If you've got any ideas, then perhaps you could put them in the comments. That would be great. And I'm going to go back to the Merry Mellow ink. And then just do that in the corner, coming down, just graduated. Okay, and then that can be stuck in the card. And there you have it, the two finished cards. These would make a good masculine birthday card, and we've got a happy birthday in there as well. So it's just brilliant for the masculine cards. Anyway, I'm going to put you back to me. So I hope you enjoyed that tutorial today. As I say, it is completely out of my comfort zone, this style of stamp, and I am going to push myself and use it in other ways. So keep your eyes peeled for some more videos. If you'd like to leave some feedback, I love to read your comments, and if you've got any questions with regards to the products I've used, or perhaps you've got a suggestion for another style of card that you'd like to see, then please leave me a comment. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and hit that bell, and you'll be notified of any new videos that I upload. And don't forget to check out my other videos, which will give you loads of inspiration. If you don't already have a Stampin' Up demonstrator, then please do contact me with regards to receiving a January to June 2021 catalogue. I'm always here to help. Anyway, all that's left to me to say is thank you for joining me. Keep well, keep safe and keep crafting, and I look forward to crafting with you again soon. Take care. Bye.